Hello, guys. All right. So, this is going to be for your Wednesday class, and it's the drawing deconstruction day. That's what it's listed as in your syllabus. And I'm just going to give you guys a few tips digitally on how to do this. Well, actually, this is a hand drawn one, but I'm going to explain to you guys digitally real quick how to do this. All right, so what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to get out your sketchbook and you're going to want to orient your page horizontally, okay? So landscape mode. You're going to want to find a small object that has some kind of value to you, some kind of significant little object. It doesn't have to be tiny, but if you don't want to draw like a dresser, you want something that you can at least place in front of you or hold in your hand. And what you're going to do on that horizontal sheet of paper first is you're going to number 1 to 6 as I have here. So 2 rows, okay? And for this first drawing here, you're just going to want to render it as is, okay? You're going to want to render your small object. You're going to look at it and render it as is with shadows and light and everything like that. And to the best of your ability, fully bring it up, okay? I'd like you guys to time yourselves, if you want to use your phone timer, whatever you like, to time yourself for each one of these because you should be spending less and less time on each one of your drawings. The first one I would say you could give yourself up to 30 minutes, really as long as you want on this one because it's a fully realized drawing. Then on your next one, you're going to want to start trying to make the shapes a little more geometric, okay? So if you notice here, there's some more character to the cheeks and eyes, and they're not perfectly geometric. They kind of have this smiling look on the bottom that rounds up. And on this one, we're kind of starting to go towards just pure triangles. They're a little long on top, but they're still pure triangles. All right. And the shape of, this is, of course, a Halloween pumpkin pail. The shape of this itself is starting to get just a little more round and less natural. Just a little bit more simple circle here. Okay, and same thing with this opening. This one I would like you to spend no more than 15 minutes on, okay? And I find it helps to play music while you do this. Um, and then I like to play when we do this in class, I play fast music or I make the music faster as we get to the quicker drawings. So basically each step you're going to want to make your piece more geometric, okay? Circle, things that are slightly circular but might have organic edges are going to become just circles. All right, triangles are going to become just triangles. So on this third one, I would like you guys to spend no more than 10 minutes, okay? So time yourself. On this fourth one, I would like you guys to spend no more than 7 minutes. On this fifth one, I would like you to spend no more than 4 minutes. And on the sixth one, I'd like you to spend no more than 2 minutes. All right? And this is a fun one we do in class, but I fully believe you guys could do this at home and kind of produce the same effect. Now, what I think is interesting about doing this and why I think it's important is it kind of teaches us to let go a little, right? A lot of times when we draw, all of us, me too, everybody who draws, you kind of get caught up in these tiny little details and it starts to be kind of something where you obsess and nitpick. I think there's a lot of fear associated with doing poorly at art. I think a lot of people are worried that they're going to do a poor job. And we kind of have to let that go a little bit to explore what kind of artists we are. So I always say that if you fall somewhere between here and here, you're probably a representational artist. You like things to look pretty much how they look in real life. All right. Maybe a painter. If you fall somewhere between 3 and 4, I think that you might be more of an illustrator or a designer, somebody who there might be a little bit of fun characterization to your art, but overall it's still fairly representational. And then I think if you fall somewhere in here in this 5 and 6 range, maybe you're more of a graphic designer who, you'd be really cut out for logo design, something like that. So if you find that you really like designing things that are completely simplistic, just very simple shapes, and you're really good at, or I'm not, if you if you can't tell, this is more my zone, like this first row. Um, I'm not good at making things look tidy when they're simple shapes, but some people can beautifully arrange minimal elements and then minimal shapes and make it look very clean and nice and beautiful. And those people are really great at logo design, that kind of graphic design. So I really think this project says a lot about us as artists. And I'll show you kind of a few drawings of mine that kind of show some of the difference here, okay? So this is a drawing I did of a tiger. This was for a job I had a long time ago. It was part of the application process, and it was a 30-hour documented tiger. I had to keep a journal and log my time every time I worked on it. So I did spend, I think they let me off the hook a little. I think I spent 26 or 27 hours on it. Um, but it's got like every hair is there and things like that. It was a fully realized dragon, or dragon. It's not a dragon. Tiger. It's a fully realized tiger. So that's more your representational side. So if you fall somewhere in here and you feel like these look the nicest, then you might want to shoot towards something at some point in your artistic life. If you're somebody who's taking this class because you're interested in an artistic career, then that's a helpful thing to know. Or maybe you're taking this class for fun, and when you're drawing for fun, you might want to be somebody who leans more toward this side. So this is also a drawing of mine. This is me and my son. I did this on Mother's Day. This was very hard for me, actually. This kind of style was something I wanted to develop a little bit because I wanted to be, an illustrator at some point, and I had to develop a more simplistic style because you can't, you could, but you can't work it all the way up all the time. You can't spend 30 hours on every single drawing for a book or something like that. So I knew I wanted to develop my own more simplistic style, and it was very hard for me. I'll zoom in just a little. It was very hard for me to let go. And that's what a lot of this project is about, and timing yourself and letting go. So again, you're going to want to orient your paper horizontally, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then your drawings are going to go in those slots, okay? So remember, it's going to be the most realized hyper real, and then slowly it's going to get more and more geometric until it becomes entirely geometric. Look how terrible this circle is, guys. The shame the shame I have, but you're going to want it to become, this one's a little better. He's kind of cute. So you're going to want it to become just basically a full circle, a full oval, completely triangles. Everything's going to become super geometric by the end, all right? All right, guys, I hope everybody's doing well, and if you have any questions about this or anything else, again, you can always email me, or um, post in the question board on Blackboard. All right. See you guys next time. Actually, I no, this is going to be the last video recording. So, actually, let me just little sign off. I've been really impressed with how everybody's been able to handle this transition and still complete the drawings and handle this kind of in a more self-study way, especially considering I know a lot of my students are new to art and everything like that, and you guys are doing a really good job. So, I've enjoyed being your instructor, and again, you can still ask questions, but I think this is our last time, so good work, everybody.